special day, we celebrate the creativity and excitement children brings to our life. The 2025 NTA Lagos Channel 10 Children's Day event will feature match pass, beauty pageant, dance competition, games, chess, Scrabble, table tennis, Ludo.
Culture. Good evening and good to be in your face this beautiful evening on our Weekend Magazine program, Sunday Special, where we celebrate people, events, and culture. Welcome to the last Sunday of the first quarter of this amazing year 2025, and we are indeed very grateful to God for life. So tonight, do join us as we bring you very beautiful stories, beautiful highlights of stories that will make your evening very special. But first, let's have the news segment. I am Essie Owamaka, and you are welcome. We begin with when NTA visited the scene where a truck fell off the Agege Pen Cinema Bridge on Saturday, normalcy has returned to the area and commercial activities have returned full swing. Musa Tiolet has situation reports.
Of the Pen Cinema flyover was meant to address one of the most critical challenges of heavy vehicular traffic being experienced on a daily basis by residents and road users along Agege Pen Cinema axis over the years. 4 years down the line, the bridge is back in the news for a negative reason. A truck had plunged off the bridge. However, with the recovery efforts of the emergency responders over, life is back to normal at Pen Cinema and its environs.
The Agege Pen Cinema flyover was inaugurated in March 2021, and it is a 1.4 kilometer long bridge across Ijufagba Road and of course Lagos Ota Road. Now, eyewitnesses and motorists are saying that it is not the first time accident is happening on this bridge, but for a vehicle to fall off the bridge is unprecedented.
Commercial bus drivers and tricycle operators are still discussing the mishap, which they say has raised their safety consciousness, especially for those operating around the Pen Cinema flyover. Those who witnessed the incident want the Lagos State government to explore the possibility of putting in place safety measures to forestall a recurrence.
The place is narrow, forcing, and it's a sharp corner, it's a C corner. So some people will not know how the corner will be. They will be run from Ogba before they climb the bridge.
Almost every 3 months, there's always an auto crash on the bridge. Thank God when the truck fell off the bridge, there were no casualties.
I may say it affected business because all here, people do sell market here. But since that is day, they have put on this road. So they scare people, they chase people away from there, not to sell market around here again.
Besides the driver of the ill-fated truck, who is said to be in a critical condition in the hospital, no other casualties were recorded, as the minibuses damaged by the impact of the falling truck had no passengers on board when the tragedy struck. In Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA News.
Away from the accident scene, Minister of Livestock Development, Indi Mukhtar Maiha, says the federal government is focused and believing that the National Livestock Development Accelerated Strategy will drastically transform the sector if and when implemented accordingly. The National Economic Council, under the chairmanship of Vice President Kashim Shettima, approved the strategy at its 149th meeting recently. The minister, in a chat with State House correspondent Musbao Dan Wahab, says the strategy has the potential to end the perennial farmer-herder clashes in parts of the country.
We don't want any crisis arising between herders and farmers. We would have created bridge between the two so that they will live in a symbiotic relationship, where farm residue will turn into animal feed, where fertilizer, organic fertilizer coming from the animals will now serve as organic fertilizer for the farmers. We want to see them moving as one solid national team towards addressing food security. This is where we want to be. We want to be in a position where we have eradicated a number or brought under significant control endemic diseases that are debilitating our livestock. We also want to significantly bring under control foot and mouth disease. We also want to be in the position to be able to put border control posts in terms of transboundary diseases all across the international cattle corridors coming into the country. We have identified them, we have digitized them, we are working on a model for each of those locations. That is where we want to be, and that is the way to go.
And for details of that conversation and more, do join us tonight at 10:30 p.m. after Newsline. In a landmark achievement for the Nigeria Right, we do apologize for the break in transmission. Still on the news segment of our Sunday special program. In a landmark achievement for the Nigerian Air Force and a major boost to its research and development endeavor, the Governing Council of the Air Force Institute of Technology has approved the appointment of Air Vice Marshal Oshinaka Ubadike as Professor of Aerospace Engineering. This makes him the first ever serving officer in the NAF to be conferred the rank of professor. A statement by Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Ehime Ejodame, indicates that Air Vice Marshal Ubadike, an accomplished scholar and military professional, has led several cutting-edge research initiatives within the NAF, including the pivotal role in the development of the indigenous NAF unmanned aerial vehicle, which demonstrates the Air Force expanding technical capabilities and strategic independence. The Governing Council also confirmed appointment of retired Air Vice Marshal Paul Gemitola as a Professor of Aerospace Engineering. Professor Gemitola, the immediate past commandant of AFIT, is widely respected for his expertise in multidisciplinary and multi-objective aircraft design optimization. An 80-room new hotel in Victoria Island, Lagos, used as cover for distributing illicit substances, has been raided by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, who, after hours of combing the rooms, recovered 589 bags of Canadian loud, a strong strain of cannabis with a total weight of 417.3 kilograms, worth 1,042,500,000 naira only in street value. 3 suspects were arrested in the course of the operation at the five-story hotel building between Friday 25th and Saturday 26th April 2025, while 2 other suspects are currently at large. Items suspected to be proceeds of illicit drug trade recovered from the premises housing the hotel, also known as Caesar Hotel and Caesar Lounge, located at 16 Waziri Ibrahim Street off Elsie Femi Pierce Street, Victoria Island, Lagos, include 5 exotic cars, 74 new TV sets, 10 used TV sets, and 13 refrigerators, amongst others. And now to sports. For stories trending in the sporting world, let's join Oche Ngbede on Sports Update.
FCT Minister Yossum Weke has approved the appointment of members of the Interim Management Board for the IBB International Golf and Country Club Abuja, with Peter Dishi as chairman, while Yomi Oyelola serve as secretary. In a statement by Larry Olayinka, Senior Special Assistant on Public Communication and Social Media to the FCT Minister, the members of the Interim Management Board are to resume duty immediately, as the minister urges them to also work assiduously to reposition the IBB International Golf and Country Club as a foremost center in Nigeria. God's Mercy FC and Uzoa Academy are booked their place in the next round of the ongoing women's edition of the Prosperity Cup tournament, holding at the Samson Siasa Stadium, Bayelsa. Correspondent Timini Priya Ohia reports that the women's edition, which kicked off this weekend, saw Ezoa defeated Diamond Stars FC 8-0 as God's Mercy's FC Pimp Federal University Otuake FC 3-0 to both advance to the next round.
This is wonderful. It's novel. We have 20 teams playing in this tournament this season. And I think it's great. You know, it's a great encouragement. It shows that there's truly an alternative for the youths of this state.
Elsewhere, as a way of using sport as a unifying factor, the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Nasarawa Province 3, has built a mini sports facility with the aim of integrating and promoting sporting activities among the immediate community. While inaugurating the facility, the senior pastor Oluyemi Adekunle described
in camp 0706 086 5487, Chibuzo 0812 324 5519, Gmo 0803 830 1669. Date again, Tuesday, 27th May 2025. Venue, NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises, Stadio Shoyaba. Time 10 a.m. Gate fee 3,000 naira per child. The NTA Lagos Channel 10 Children's Day Party promises to be an unparalleled adventure. Happy Children's Day.
Chief, you are welcome. Oh, this people said, oh, thank God, the light is back. Oh, again.
Why are you still living in the past? Have you not heard of solar?
Chief, forget all these fake products in the market.
Don't get mad. Get Bifrost and Zantress American solar battery and panel. It is the original Indian product in the market. Approved by Sun, Bifrost and Zantress America. Tubular battery. They have super inverter, Zantress MPPT controller, and street light for church, offices, factories, mosques, hospitals, even industries. Visit Easy Blessed Nigeria Limited, head office, Easy Blessed Plaza, F10 and 11, Alaba Arago Junction, Alaba International Market. Ring them on 08036 830 557, 08039 644 115. Bifrost and Zantress America. Solution.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Sunday Special. our Weekend Magazine program where we celebrate people, events, and culture. Moving on now to our Sunday special stories. Pranks are a delicate dance between laughs and chaos, a carefully in-practiced sequence of events designed to leave the unsuspecting reactions. And social media has been perfect catalyst to showcase this. However, not everyone seems to be a fan of pranks, not even if it were April Fool's Day. Daniel Aderiye in this report takes a dive into the world of pranks and prankster and why this humorous acts seems to be on the rise.
لا لا ما يحار هذا ما يغشمر.
It is safe to say that if quite a number of us are put in this scenario, our responses might not be entirely far-fetched. But while the intent of these prank stars is to oftentimes create humor, some of them go to extreme measures, including invading personal space and privacy, which in most cases never ends well.
It's a prank! No, that's a big prank. I just had to prank you guys to just play with your minds. Yes. Now, mother alive. She's alive. The kid alive. The child is also alive. Daddy. The man not breathe again. Just prank you.
A lot of people have chosen pranking other people to do it. Sometimes with a lot of detriment to it, of course. But yeah, I would say that's one of the reasons that why a lot of people, do that. And although the problem with that is that there are quite a lot of blurry lines because we now have to have a conversation of where does entertainment end and when does ethical responsibility begin.
Now, while there is no timeline to when and where pranks started, this trend has gained momentum over the last decade from countries like the US, UK, and several other parts of the globe. But with the advent of social media and its monetary benefits, prank stars, particularly in Nigeria, are taking pranks to a whole new level.
Please, if you kill me now, can I pay you? Please don't do that. I beg you. Run, Ejo, please.
I understand the fun in pranks, but I feel like a lot of times people take out the fun from pranks. It's now dangerous. It's now embarrassing people. There are pranks that can be funny and fun and just, something people would love to watch. If it's pranks like that, then yeah, sure. Not sure I will do it, but I mean, yeah, good. But I do not support it in any way, pranks that are humiliating people, all in the name of, jokes or entertainment.
Nigerians are definitely fun-loving people who love to laugh even when the going gets tough. So I thought to ask, what's the worst prank anyone has ever played on them?
My friend texted me and said that he's dead. Yeah, so that was like the worst prank, and I literally started crying, and then my other friend was in on it with him, and then I was like, wow.
Not really experienced it, but I saw a prank on TikTok where a guy was just walking on the road, then he just started running. Everybody started following him to run. They don't know the reason why he was running.
I haven't experienced any prank so far, but if I could play a prank on someone, it would have been a very scary prank, like putting out a fake announcement out there for people.
She what? She's pregnant. Hey! I hear me, by me. She's what? She's pregnant.
Okay, in our next story, indeed everything has a beginning, surely has an end. Indeed, everything that has a beginning surely has an end. This is the case of late Babatunde Shodimu, as he was laid to rest on his birthday, 25th of April, by family and friends. Oluwa Bukola Kande, who was there, tells us more.
According to the Holy Bible, there is time for everything on the surface of the earth. A time to laugh, a time to cry, a time to live, and a time to die. For late Mr. Babatunde Shodimu, it was time to move to the great beyond at the age of 58. All who came in contact with him during his lifetime converged for a service of songs at his residence, number 251, Abat Macaulay Way, Alagomeji Yaba, Lagos, to celebrate a life well spent. The officiating minister, Most Senior Apostle Omotayo Mutio, admonished all to devote more time to the things of God because death is inevitable and unpredictable of its timing.
You know, it's a very tragic incident. So at that age, nobody expected that he would die. And he was not even sick. So Adibene has been on sick bed for a period of time. We would have been thinking that maybe he would survive or maybe he would die. But until the last day, he was very active, very agile, it was a very sudden death. And they just have to take it as the act of God, because God knows the date. He knows the expiry date of everybody. So everybody has expiry date. So I don't know my own, you don't know your own.
Then its immediate family members and friends speak on what they will miss him for.
I don't know what to say now because my mind is so heavy. He ironed my clothes for me. He cleans my shoes for me. He does so many things. Sometimes he will even tell me, that kitchen department isn't now my duty, because when I come back from work, I say, what can we eat? He will say, what can we eat? Is that my department? I say, yes. I came and I met you at home. So I expected you would have done something. So things like that I will miss.
My father was a very good man, a caring father, a good husband. He loved everyone to the core. I remember times where I have deliveries, so many things. You will do them for me.
I'll really miss him. I'll miss him. We've been there for over